Okay, so
I'm sure Habbo Hotel has been shut down.
Okay. So so Kyle said Habbo. Okay, so we just talked about that was like one of my first times on like a chat room.
Yeah.
So for those,
now we're starting to get to the experience stage.
I'm getting older, guys. Now we're in middle school. Okay. So Habbo Hotel, for those that don't know, is a chat room. Essentially, the only gimmick to it is that you can create a little avatar that lives in this hotel, and you can go from main room, like the lobby, you can go to the pool, you can go to the gym, you can go to all these different places, but you always have your own room, and you can basically pay money to get furniture to deck out your room and continue this...
Yeah. Interact with whatever people show up.
Interact in this little digital life space and chat with people. Because that's really, at the end of the only thing that you can do with people is chat. So I got into Habbo Hotel, I want to say grade 8. I think that's when I was into Habbo Hotel. And
that's about right.
Sounds about right. And I remember at this point in time, I haven't really done much on the internet still. Like I played a lot of RuneScape in the years between this first incident that I just talked about and this one. Haven't really done much on the internet. Just played the same games over and over again for a few years here. Now I'm on here again, and I'm back in this chat room space because, like, I didn't really stick with chat rooms after that last thing. Like, after that, I was kind of like, this is fucking weird. Like, I don't know why I'm
only
here.
having burgers at the parties anymore. Like, I can't do this. I gotta take a hard minute.
But now we're back a couple years later, and I'm, like, chatting with people again. Now, I remember somebody pulled up to me, a female avatar, which this one I am convinced was a guy. And so for the sake of the video, I'm going to refer to him as him because I have there is no point in the story that I ever really believed that this was a girl. Especially looking back on it, there's no way this was a girl. Girls don't do this shit. So anyways, this person comes up to me, pulls up to me. I'm at the Cabana bar. You know how it is. And
Welcome Cabana.
Yeah, I'm just at the Cabana. No big. And I was just like sitting there flexing my pink hoodie around because that was my swag at the time. Black jeans, pink hoodie, black hat. Not really sure why, but anyways,
It is what it is.
Not relevant. So I'm just standing there doing absolutely nothing, just taking in this digital game. And this guy walks up on me. He's like, "Hey, you're cute." And I'm just like, "Thanks." And I'm just like dying how nonchalant, like how like
this is exactly how it goes.
Like how boring and fucking non-funny that was.
You're sitting there like, oh, what do I say? Thanks.
Yeah. So he's like, "Hey, you're cute." I'm like, "Thanks." He's like, "Do you want to come back to my room?" And I'm like, "Sure." So I go back to this guy's room, and he's like, "Have you ever had cyber sex before?" Obviously not.
The amount of times that was probably typed in on that website. Oh my god.
And so I'm sitting there. I'm in grade 8. I am a hella virgin. And I'm sitting there like, cyber sex, that could be fun.
Yeah,
like
I always have sex.
Like I have any idea what this guy's really
what
talking
this
about.
entails.
And so anyways, this dude and his female avatar, they get on the bed. He's like, "I'll show you." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, this is really awkward. I'm like, "Okay." So the characters get on the bed. I lie on the bed. And like, them on the bed is literally, both our characters are like flat, head facing straight up to the roof. There's no touching. We're just like flat avatars lying on the bed with our arms at our sides. And so I'm just sitting there. I'm like, And so he keeps like typing in like his actions of like describing what he's doing because that's like how it works. And so he's like, "Ooh," starts to massage your chest and just all this bullshit, right? And so he just starts like leading up and like building up this foreplay action going on, and I haven't typed a fucking thing. I'm just sitting there reading him type this shit, and I'm just like, huh? like what's happening? Like I have no idea.
Yeah.
And so eventually we get to a part where like he starts like he starts getting a little graphic, and he starts like, you know, it's getting hot and heavy in this hotel now. And I'm still sitting there, dead silent.
Like, I just hope that nobody like joins in on this video like after you said that you're on Habbo Hotel, because this sounds like people's worst nightmares. Like as you saying it, it sounds like it's real life. It's making me uncomfortable, even though I know exactly what's happening. This is the most uncomfortable story. I can't believe this was like every Friday, Saturday for like years. Like, just going into random Habbo hotels with any girl you see. But sorry to derail it. I'm just letting you know. I'm buttoning up my shirts a little more.
This is really fucking cringe. This is the weird shit that happened when I was a kid. Anyways, so they're getting graphic, and I'm sitting there still like, I don't even know what to type. Like, it hasn't even registered that I'm not participating, because I'm still trying to process what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
While still trying to conceptualize, do I even know how to sex yet? No.
Yeah.
So, like, what are we even doing here? And so, eventually, they get kind of annoyed by me not participating, and they're like, well, aren't you gonna do anything? And I was like, lol. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to say. And so I just basically, you know, like, it wasn't a pretty, you know, anticlimactic ending. I basically was like, I just signed off. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? And that was Dustin's first cyber sex experience. And I'll be honest with you, that was my only cyber sex experience. I've never done that again. That was fucking weird. And I was grade 8, and I'll never go back to that.